If I wanted to get that information out to the general public, what that study actually said, a study that was conducted by the United States government, I could potentially go to jail. Does that make any sense? It's the biggest fraud that's ever been perpetrated on the United States. That's a proven fact. That actually happened. And that makes me sick, and it also makes me angry. You ask me why I'm doing this? That's why I'm doing this. Right now, the most successful people in the world are prepared for anything that comes their way. I taught myself to ask more questions and how to get more out of life. If you want more, it really can happen, and it's simple strategies and techniques. These aren't pie-in-the-sky things. I'm not one of these guys telling you about how to be successful and never done it. I do it every single day.
This is the Alden Report.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Periscope. And who else am I welcoming? YouTube, iTunes, all these great mediums that we have here. I apologize for the Periscopers out there, and for YouTube, I am dressed down today. It is a very gloomy day here in Massachusetts, and my next step from here is I'm going to coach U10 soccer, girls soccer. So I'm dressed down for that. I really love it. It is a lot of fun. So anyway, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, we'll talk a little bit about making money, right? And that's what makes this world go around, right? It's money, you know. And I heard someone said, I think it was in the Boiler Room. They said, for those who said to you that, I think Ben Affleck said it. He said, for those of you who said that money is the root of all evil, they never had any. Something along those lines. Anyway, so again, we're going to be talking about making money. We're going to be talking about, some of the mistakes that people make, and what's realistic out there, what's really going on out there, and how to really, to increase your income. And here's the thing, again, for those of you that have just tuned in, for this is your first time maybe viewing me on Periscope, there is no get-rich-quick thing out there, okay? There is no magic bullet. There's no magic pill you're gonna be able to take, like in that movie Limitless, okay? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. So I see all these guys out there, these guys in my world, in the the self-help or business development world, and they say, well, I'm going to show you how to go from 0 to 7 figures. And most people aren't even paying attention to what that means. That's from 0 to $1 million. So if you're on your couch right now watching this, and you might see these guys on Facebook or on Instagram or on Twitter and all these other things, and YouTube and all these other channels, and they're going to show you how to go from 0 to $1 million. And you're doing nothing right now. It is the most unrealistic, whacked out fraud I've ever heard. And again, we talked about this last week. These guys are out there every single day, telling people that they're going to show you how to make real money. And what they're really doing is they're selling you some out-of-the-box kit on how to make money. Like, for instance, there's these guys out there, they show you how to generate leads. I'm gonna show you how to generate leads. And I'm gonna show you how to market online. Okay? I have a system on how to market online. Right? But what they're not showing you is something realistic. Like the average everyday person, you right now, in your job, in your life, what can you do at this very moment to actually make more money? Because that's what most people are talking about, right? Most people aren't looking to get a new job right away, okay? And they're not looking to dive into something that's really uncharted waters for them. That isn't what people are looking for. People are working day in and day out, and they're looking for ways to increase what I like to call their net worth, okay? And that's the realistic thing about what we're talking about here at Blue Vase, in with my company and the things that we're doing. We're talking about increasing your net worth and actually truly making more money. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You are not going to make $1 million tomorrow. You're not going to make $1 million next week. You're not going to make $1 million next month. Not going to happen. So if that's what you're looking for, I'll let you go ahead and find another channel. or change or turn it off, because it isn't going to happen. You know why it's not going to happen? Because it's not realistic. And someone in my office a couple of days ago, he says to me, he goes, I'm an optimist. And I said, that's great. I'm an optimist too, but I'm also realistic. You have to be realistic as well. I'm an eternal optimist, but I'm also realistic. So these programs out there that tell you that you're going to go from your couch to making $1 million is just not realistic. I saw this guy on Instagram today. He says, I'm looking for motivated people. Only motivated people that are looking to make 6 figures. Is there anybody right now that would like to make an additional 6 figures? Periscope, yeah? I mean, of course. Everybody would. I would like to make another extra 6 figures. It was the most ridiculous call to action I've ever seen. I'm looking for only motivated people. That's it, motivated people that are looking to make 6 figures. You know what it was? It's just another one of these network marketing companies. And by the way, I'm not a big fan of network marketing companies, but I will say this. I was general counsel of one, okay? I saw real money being made by real people. Real money, millions of dollars exchanged hands in this network marketing company. And there are some great ones out there. But there is no secret on how to make money in these things. It doesn't just happen overnight. The people that are in these network marketing companies, and we're talking about Herbalife, we're talking about Amway, we're talking about Melaleuca, okay? Avon, right? These are all huge companies. They're publicly traded companies. Herbalife is like, I don't know, it's got a market cap of a couple $1 billion. So these aren't bad companies, right? Obviously, they're doing something right. But the people that are really making money, well, first of all, the companies are really the ones that are making the money. Nothing wrong with that. But the people that are really making money are the people that are putting in the work, okay? They're putting in the work day in and day out. And that's one of the keys to success. When you see these other network marketing programs out there, or all these other ridiculous programs that these guys are out on the internet promoting, and they're on Facebook promoting, they're saying that you're going to go from 0 to 7 figures. What they're trying to get you to do is they're trying to get you really excited about the idea of making millions of dollars. I'm excited about the idea of making millions of dollars right now. That just excites me, right? Everybody's excited about it. And so what happens is they prey on people's excitement. And they make you feel as though that you can go out and conquer the world. They prey on the human psychology. And they tell you that you are great and that you can make millions of dollars. You just need to follow my system. And I'm going to show you how to make millions of dollars. It's a crock of shit, okay? It's not a reality. The people that are in these network marketing companies, and the network marketing companies will tell you this, and the people that are in these direct sales companies, and the top-level salespeople at some of the biggest multinational companies in the world, the successful guys, the guys that have been there for a long time, these guys and gals are building something that is sustainable and it's realistic, and they're building upon it day in and day out. That's what's really happening. You see, when you dive into something 100%, so let's say again, you're out there, you want to make some money, and you find this great opportunity, right? You find this joker online that's going to show you how to go from 0 to 7 figures, and you're all excited about it. But he says to you, and by the way, they all say this to you. They all say you have to essentially dive in 100%. You have to give 105% effort, which isn't even a real number. I think Yogi Berra said that, and he just recently passed 105%, 100% of the time, or something like that. Okay, again, it's not realistic. Human beings can't sustain that. We as beings, we can't sustain that. But what we can sustain, and what is possible, and I see it day in and day out, is baby steps. I have a new book coming out called 5% More. And this isn't a promotion for my book because it's not going to be out for like a year anyway. But it's taken me almost 2 years to write. I've done a lot of research about it. And the theory behind 5% more is that anybody can do anything 5% more, right? Anybody can do anything 5% more. And it's a fact. It's a scientific fact. I didn't just make this up. But I started researching it, and one of the things that I realized was, if you want to make more money in your life, true long-term sustainable money, one of the basic things that you can do, one of the things that works, fundamental things that absolutely works, is you do just a little bit more each and every day. And now, let's say you're doing nothing right now. You're at the bottom of the bottom. You're not doing anything, okay? Well, the first step is let's do something, okay? But if you really want to get better and you really want to make more money, what I say to people is, whatever level you're at, let's say you're a mid-level manager, let's say, you're a vice president, let's say you're just just another number at a company. If you truly want to make more money, if you want to have long-term sustainable success, if you want to increase your net worth, folks, this stuff works. What you need to do is do just a little bit more than everybody else. And here's the other key. You need to do this without thinking as though you are going to get compensated for it. And now that blows people's minds. You say, well, hold on a second. You're telling me, if I'm a $12 an hour guy, right? $15, $9, whatever it is, you're telling me that you want me to do more, right? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You want me to do more and possibly not get paid for it. And the title of this is How to Make More Money. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Sounds crazy. It's not crazy. You know why it's not crazy? Because it works. We're talking about increasing your net worth. We're talking about really making money. The title of this, I think we said, was Making Money Doing Nothing. I recently ran into some young people, and they look at celebrities, and they look at people like Floyd Mayweather, who flaunts his affluence. He flaunts how rich he is. He made $120 million in one of his last fights. He is the highest paid professional athlete in the history of sports. Okay? And you look at someone like Taylor Swift, or let's talk about guys that like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, okay, Mark Zuckerberg, right? They see these people out there, they see how much money that they're making, and they say, well, they're making money doing nothing. Right now, they probably are making money doing nothing, but they didn't do nothing to get there, and that's the other thing that drives me insane. Again, when you think about these network marketing opportunities, again, there's a lot of great ones out there, and I'll even tell you some of the ones that I do like, later on. But one of the things that turns people on, so to speak, is I can show you. They say, well, we can show you how to make money in your sleep. I mean, think about that. I mean, that's the most amazing thing ever. And a lot of these guys that are out there on the internet and teaching you how to market things on the internet, where they say, we're gonna show you a system that we use how to make money, and you can make money in your sleep. I make money in my sleep. I do. But it took me a long time to get there, okay? Unlike all these other guys that are out there talking about how to make money in your sleep and how to increase your income and how to grow your wealth, I have actually done it. And here's the other thing, folks. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. And all these other guys, we talked about this before, that are out there selling you their systems and their programs on how to make money, if you don't buy their programs, they can't eat. I obviously look like I eat just fine. I could probably stand to eat 5% less food, right? They can't eat if they don't sell you their stuff. And their stuff is a joke. It doesn't work. I've seen the real estate programs that are out there. You see them on TV. By the way, I know most of these guys, and they can't stand it when I talk about this. You see these real estate programs on TV, how to make money with no money down, or these stock programs, how to buy and sell stock. I'm going to give you a stock tip. Buy low, sell high. Okay, real simple. Done. You don't need to buy their system. Real simple. And by the way, you need thousands of dollars to do it, okay? There's no way you're going to be able to buy any sort of property, or you're going to be able to do anything, okay, without any money down and all this other bullshit. Does it happen? Yes. Has it happened? Yes. Is it a reality? No. These programs that are out there, they work for less than 1/10 of 1% of the entire population. There are so many reasons why, but here's one of the big reasons why, is they basically tell you that you need to go into this all in. You have to be all in these programs, and nobody can do that. Now, look, as many of you know, I'm a lawyer by trade. I haven't practiced in a while, but when you talk about real estate, okay, it's one of the most archaic things around. Real estate is what really has built empires since the beginning of time, right? Real estate, land, okay? It is not an easy thing to understand. It's very complicated. I took property law in law school, and it's an entire year. And by the way, it is so complicated. Now, are there guys out there that simplify it for you? Sure there are. There's a lot of guys out there that simplify it for you. But what I'm telling you is, if you really want to be successful at some of these programs out there, and there are some real estate programs out there that do work, but here's the key. You can't do them by doing nothing. Right? You can't do them by doing nothing. And I see, again, these 20-somethings, and I hate to be picking on you guys, but it's just the way it is. So they see all these celebrities out there. I think I mentioned Taylor Swift, or they see maybe even Justin Bieber. Love him or hate him, whatever, okay? Justin Bieber is maybe probably not the best example because he got found on YouTube, but Taylor Swift and Adam Levine and some of these musicians that are out there right now that are doing really, really well and have hit songs, and they're making tons of money, and they're just living the life that you and I and everyone would dream about, right? They didn't just get there by doing nothing. In fact, if you looked, like Nick Cannon, right? Everyone knows who Nick Cannon is. He was on America's Got Talent. He's a DJ. He's a stand-up comedian. He's a musician. That guy is probably the hardest working guy in Hollywood. In fact, a couple of years ago, he was hospitalized because his kidneys were going to shut down because he probably wasn't drinking enough water, and he's running around. But that guy is working his ass off. These people who you see in Hollywood, who sometimes we love them and we hate them, right? We love to see them fall. I don't know why that is. I think it's just pure jealousy. People love to see them fall, but what they've really done is they've worked their asses off, okay? So when you see someone like Taylor Swift or even Justin Bieber, again, love him or hate him, I think he's only 20 years old, and the guy's got more money than God, okay? He's got a lot of issues. I'll tell you something right now. If I was in the spotlight at 19 years old, geez, who knows, I'd probably be in jail. And just like him, he's gone to jail a couple times. So, love them or hate them, or any of these celebrities that are out there, they're working very hard. They're not doing nothing. They're actually doing stuff. Okay? So again, how does this apply to you? How can you truly make more money? Well, there's a lot of different things you can do, but it goes back to what I said earlier. And it's real simple. And again, this stuff works. Are you going to see it today, tomorrow? Maybe. You actually might, depending on how you apply it. But my new book is titled 5% More. And again, I've done the research. I've interviewed people. I've interviewed professional athletes. I've interviewed business people. I've read studies that are out there about success, about personal development, about personal growth, about wealth. All it really takes is just a little bit more effort. Just a little bit more effort than where you're at right now. And then later on, we can talk about what I call 5% compounded. 5% compounded. Basically, you're doing more than what you did the day before, and it's compounding. It's growing, right? Like interest. You know that whole thing, if you save a penny a day and you double up on it every single day, in a month you'll have $5.3 million. Doesn't make any sense. So a penny a day and you just double it. So 2 cents, 4 cents, 8 cents, 16 cents, 32 cents, 64 cents. And I can't go much further than that. It was $1.04 after that. You'll have $5.3 million. Now again, that's not realistic for most people. But what is realistic is I say 5% more each day and compound on that. okay? So in order to truly be successful, from what I've seen in my life and things that I'm doing right now and people that I've interviewed, and I've seen, again, all these programs out there, and you can tell I'm excited. I'm excited because it's just a joke. And these people are out there, they're preying on other people's fears, they're preying on other people's dreams, and they know it. And they're charging you money to, quote, be successful and to make money. And the programs, they don't work. They don't work. But they'll show you some people that they work for. Yeah, they're going to work for a small percentage of people. Very small percentage of people. But for the average everyday American, the average everyday person who's looking to really just get ahead in life. You know, most people, a lot of people out there, they don't want the Ferraris, they don't want the mansions, they don't want the boats, and they don't all this stuff. They just want to be comfortable, right? Most people, they want to have a nice house, okay? They want to have a nice family, a nice car. They want to be able to go on vacation, okay? And just live a great life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. You can't get there to what I just described by doing nothing. Doesn't happen. I know people in my personal life to this day, I'm 40 years old. I know people in my personal life to this day are still waiting for something to happen because they feel as though they're entitled to success. So what do they do all day? Nothing. They go buy a scratch ticket. Everyone goes and they go and buy a scratch ticket. I buy scratch tickets too, just for fun. I gamble too, just for fun. But if you're going to buy a scratch ticket or you're buying a lottery ticket or you're going to Vegas or whatever, and if you think you're going to go there to make money, you need to have your head examined, okay? And by the way, that isn't success, all right? Hitting the lottery or going to Vegas and, you know, hitting some sort of progressive jackpot or whatever, that isn't success. That doesn't make you better than anybody else. That just makes you what? Lucky, right? And we'll talk about luck at another time, but, you know, a lot of you have probably heard this before, but luck is truly created. It's created, okay? So if you truly want to make more money, like I said, or just to recap this, because I actually got to go coach soccer like we talked about earlier, and you're looking for something, and you're looking at all these other programs out there. Let's say you're in one of these network marketing companies, okay? Let's say you're in a direct sales company. Let's say you are a salesperson. Just do 5% more on Monday. Today's Friday. I would say do it right now. It's 12 o'clock. It's not a coincidence why we do this at 12 o'clock. Because most people take their lunch at 12 o'clock. Good for you for tuning in. Good for you for trying to improve your life. And I hope that I'm helping. But again, there's no coincidence that we do it at noontime. And there's no coincidence that we don't go more than, 40 minutes. So that way there you can actually probably eat your lunch while listening to me get all excited about all these other jokers out there that are preying on you, preying on people that are looking to make money. So if you're a salesperson, again, we're gonna wrap up soon, but let's say you set a goal of 100 phone calls a day. You're an inside salesperson, and that's your goal, and then you meet that every single day, and every week your paycheck pretty much stays the same, and you're comfortable with that. You're doing okay. You can pay your bills. You're still week to week. Right? What I want you to do, and by the way, this applies to every aspect of your life. I'm just using a salesperson, okay? So whatever you're doing, what I'm saying to you is, and I really, for those of you on Periscope right now, if you're watching and you really care, or you're just, I don't know, maybe entertained by just, I don't know, the crazy way I look or something, but if you're watching and you're really looking to actually improve your life, I'm asking you to do this. Whatever it is you do in your life, for a job, maybe in your personal life, whatever it is, just do 5% more next week and see what happens. So again, if your goal is to make 100 phone calls a day, make 105 and see what happens. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. And you know what? it's going to work. And guess what? I haven't charged you anything. Am I going to offer you some stuff that's going to cost money? Absolutely. I'm not going to hide behind that. I'm not going to be one of these guys and say, hey, how can I help you? And really in the back of my mind say, oh, I can't wait to charge this guy something. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I have other stuff. And we can get into some real intricate details about, how to really propel your life. But I'm not talking about going from 0 to 7 figures overnight, because it's not realistic. And then maybe the guys that are commenting right now, I can't really see what you're saying, but maybe some of the guys that are watching right now are the very guys that I'm talking about. And if you are, then shame on you. Shame on you. You should actually go out and do something yourself first before preying upon other people and creating a bunch of just, sales systems that are all just total bullshit. So shame on you. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful. A couple weeks ago, I think last week, we talked about I am going to be offering a free webinar. And by the way, I've seen these webinars that are out there, these free webinars. And the whole purpose of the webinar, I'm just going to tell you people, if you decide you're going to do it, the whole purpose, or just get it out there. It's like magicians. They don't like to tell their secrets. I'm just going to tell you. We do a webinar. And let's say you sign up. I'm going to get your information. And what am I going to do with that information? Your email address and your name. I'm going to then send you a follow-up email because maybe you liked what I showed you, and then maybe I can sell you something. That's just what happens. I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm not going to prey upon people who can't afford it. So we are going to offer a webinar, I believe in about 2 weeks or so, where I'm going to show you how to increase your productivity, guaranteed. Make you more accountable and increase your productivity, guaranteed. And by the way, when you listen to this, it won't be more than an hour, so you're not going to have to wait an hour to get to the very end. And I'm not going to be upselling you all these things in between. It's going to happen right away. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you what I do every single day, what my company does every single day that'll increase accountability and productivity. And it applies to any aspect of your life, and it works. It works because I was taught it. And I've been doing it every single day, and it has taken my company, again, from 0 to a couple $100 million, okay? Real money, real stuff. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Michael Alden, and we'll see you next time.